Um, the PG bloggers was definitely in the building yesterday, California, for the King of the Dot BOLA5 event.
Yeah.
This was y'all's second event. You know, I don't want to really get into doing a recap. You know, I know y'all got the show this upcoming Thursday, Rep That West Thursday, PG Bloggers Radio at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. But, you know, I just wanted to know, man, this was y'all's second time going. Y'all went to Vendetta 2. How was the feel in the venue this time versus the first event that y'all went to?
I mean, to be real, both events was crazy. And from the standpoint of this time, yo, like, it was crazy because we was VIP. I ain't trying to style on y'all. I'm just saying we was VIP this time. And, you know, we was on stage. We was, you know, for different battles. We was, like, you know, right behind Organic, and then for a couple battles, seeing it from that view was crazy. It was a great environment, dog, to be real. Like, all the fans was cool. The battlers outside was cool. Chopping it up with them was cool. You know, it was dope really seeing the dudes go over their rounds before they battle came up. That was interesting to see. Like, you could see, like, one of the rappers in the corner going over his stuff, getting ready. And there was not a disappointing battle at all.
Now, we got some more background issues. I don't know who that is.
Somebody watching wrestling?
I don't know what they doing. Let me ask you a question real quick. Vendetta 2, did they have security checks? Were they checking y'all coming into the venue?
To be real, nah, man. Like, the only thing that they really was checked though, like if you had like backpacks or something, because, you know, we had our camera stuff and all that equipment. They checked your backpacks, but we weren't really getting frisked or nothing like that, though, to be real with you.
And it was the same for both events?
Yeah.
Yo, Verb said he been there 4 times and didn't get searched. Shit.
Yeah, so there wasn't none of that going on.
Wait,
I never got frisked.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah.
This is Sincere, you know, Sincere Bloggers TV, you know me, right? Jay, I want to salute you in your blog because I respect everything you said in that blog. When I made my blog, a lot of people disliked what I said. I wasn't trying to be biased and shit. I was just if I could have made a blog about math, nothing serious, I would have done that. I didn't do it. So niggas thought I was biased on the East Coast. Lovely. But I had to respect your shit because a lot of people dislike my blog, and I'm pretty sure those niggas is from the West Coast. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm glad you speaking on both sides and shit from the West Coast and not, you know, acknowledging the shit too, because we don't condone that shit. That ain't hip hop.
Nah,
go ahead.
And I appreciate that, bro. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm getting a little bit of hate myself. You know what I mean? And you know what, man, at the end of the day, that's why I had to go back to the history of the whole thing, you know what I mean, for the understanding of where it started from and why it was started. And it was to keep the violence out of the neighborhoods. You know, back in the late 70s and early 80s, started with breaking and dance crews, right? I don't like this dude. I don't like him either. We gonna break dance rather than fight or do violence. Then it started battle rapping. Of course, it was on beats, but it was battle rapping, MCing. Okay, they say he can rock the crowd better than me. No, he can't. I'm going to rock the crowd better than him. Now it's all evolved into something that's great, to dudes who have different kinds of styles, different kinds of ways to use lyricism and wordplay and the vocabulary. And it's like we're supposed to be using this as a vehicle, you know what I mean, as a platform to show the God-given talent that these dudes have. But instead of doing that, this stuff happens.
Well, let me ask you something about the actual event, you know, to jump off of that for a second. In your opinion, what was the best battle of the night?
The best battle?
Right.
Oh, my gosh. Man, you guys, that's a rough one. That's a hard one. Like, there was not like a battle that disappointed at all, man. Like, if I'm gonna go right now, I'm gonna have to go light clips, man.
I just finished seeing that battle before I called the show.
Man,
which one?
That shit. Daylight versus Shorty Clips.
Yeah.
It was alright. It was alright.
Who had the best performance of the night?
Best performance of the night. Oh, man. Y'all gonna probably be surprised when I say this. Out of I'm gonna have to go. My man, Ice went in.
Ice. Oh hell no! What, you serious?
Ice went in.
Danny didn't have the performance of the night.
I heard Danny lost 2-1 to Big K.
Yeah,
Danny lost.
That's what I heard too.
Yep.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, they say Kid K was wigging, shorty.
Yep.
Hey, both of them went in. That's a rough one. Like,
we need to watch that. We need to watch
being there live. It was Big K freestyled a lot, so that was kind of a difference. Like, I've never seen him do that before, so that was a difference.
I can't wait till some of this footage drop. This is going to be crazy. What I want to do real quick, because I want to get everybody's opinion on it. I don't want to speak on this really too long, but I want to get a couple callers in to find out what do they feel about the Math Hoffa, disaster situation. I don't want everybody really get into detail. We don't have that much time, but, I just want to know, in y'all opinion, do, y'all think that this is just overhyped? Will it blow over, like the Math situation, or, is it going to get, potentially worse than, how the previous two situations happened? Let me get two callers' opinions real quick before we run down, how we feel. Got a call from the 504-905. 504-905, now on PG Bloggers Radio. What's poppin'?
Oh, yeah, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro? Who we got on the line?
You got Ray. I'm from New Orleans.
Ray, what's going on, bro? Shout out to you. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, I was trying
just
to
wanted
get some insight on. Oh, go ahead.
No, my bad. Just wanted to ask your brief opinion, man. Like, your initial reaction when you saw or heard about the situation with Math Hoffa and Disaster yesterday.
I'm gonna keep it real, like how it looked, just because like how big Total Slaughter and stuff getting.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a bad look for hip hop. But on
right.
the same time, it's like, Matt did it to like two rappers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He played that role.
Right.
And Disaster kind of gave him that role back. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he had a lot of chances doing his thing, but at the same time, like, somebody gonna take offense to that, and if they like tweeting and going off on each other back to back, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna just like lead up to something.
Now I see the roles being reversed. Like, how Math was banned and niggas was really crucifying him when he did it. I see Disaster really making out in this situation for some weird reason. Like, he's being looked at as a hero, and it's like he's on World Star immediately. Like, this is crazy, man. But caller, thanks for calling in. I don't want to really rush you off, but I want to go ahead and take a couple other calls and see their opinions, before we wrap up. But definitely appreciate you calling the PG Bloggers Radio. We should be locking in again probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So, go ahead and fuck with us, and we'll definitely get you back on the line. Appreciate it, fam.
Bless it.
Let me get my brother JB, man, on the line. Let me get his opinion real quick, man. I know
that video got 1.5 million views.
I know he been wanting to talk about this hot shit. JB, what's poppin', bro? JB might be off the line, so we're gonna let it fly. So, Marty, what was your initial reaction, seeing what you saw?
No funny shit. Like I said on my blog, as soon as I saw it, I was hype as shit. I was fucking ecstatic. I was dying. I was like, yo, Mav got the word. That's good for him. But then I started thinking about, you know, the overall picture. I was like, yo, damn, they kind of fucked up. When Total Slaughter said that they lost a potential sponsor, I was like, oh, damn, you know, this shit is serious, you know. There's a time and place for all that shit. Shout out to everybody that's hating on Sincere and Kato's blogs. Y'all niggas is whack. And y'all haters. If I had this like that, I would have cried. Y'all niggas is wildin'.
Yeah.
Niggas is really bugging the fuck out.
I was arguing with niggas. Niggas had to school me on Twitter like, don't
that
argue.
Earl nigga.
Don't argue.
I had to learn that shit too. Shit.
Right, so
we still got my brother Hey Tox, you still on the line?
I'm right here, bro.
My bad, brother. What was your initial reaction, you know, when you saw and heard about because you kind of putting me in a different perspective because you've been kind of putting me on with some things that we talked about off air. You know, how do you feel about it now?
I feel like that was like the most sucker shit I've ever seen. Like on some G shit, like you got two standpoints to look at that from. You can look at it from the standpoint of the battle rap culture. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong for doing KOTD like that, Organic and Lush, and everybody that done so much for his career, giving him all the battles that made disaster. He gonna do them like that. He couldn't wait 10 minutes for everybody got outside and then pop off. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do it on camera at the end of the battle. You know what I'm saying? That was fake on that level, and it was fake on a real nigga level because you've been around this nigga, living in the house with this nigga for a whole week, and you was on the East Coast all that time, and you had all that time. If you had a problem with that man, to handle it one-on-one, but you waited so he was in your backyard and you had 10 of your boys with you, and then y'all want bum rush him while he out there dolo. Like, that was fake all the way around the board.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I get what everybody is saying. Okay, Math got karma. You know what I'm saying? He did that same type of shit to niggas. You know what I'm saying? He snuffed niggas or whatever. But at the end of the day, Math came to Cali to battle. Math trying to get his career back running the way it was supposed to be running before the Serious Jones incident, and he doesn't want another incident like that. That's just why he didn't come out there with D Chambers and you know what I'm saying, and his gang. You know what I'm saying? He came dolo because he was coming to work. You feel me? And Diz made sure this didn't go down like that. Diz made sure that he took advantage of the numbers game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's fake. That's fake.
I think I got JB back on the line. I think I got JB on the line. JB, you in here?
Can I ask everybody on the line one question?
Yeah.
Can I ask one question to everybody on the line, though?
Yeah, it's good.
Does anybody on this line feel like if they had a problem in that house on the Total Slaughter, like behind the scenes off of camera, do you think Diz would snuff Math like that when it was just them in the house?
No, sir.
Let me say this. Let me answer that. Let me answer this now. I could be wrong, but I don't see them handling at the Total Slaughter on set or off set. It's the same situation as this. There's no different. If them niggas was to fart off a camera on that property or out back, and like it's of that set. Like, that's the same shit. Like, you can't bring that type of energy nowhere around when you about to do, when you doing this. So it's just like, they would have had to deal with that shit. They would have had to deal with that shit somewhere else at another time, bottom line. You feel what I'm saying? And being that they was at Total Slaughter together, they still going to have to put on the front then more than ever. It's national TV, and we talking, potential big money. So they definitely going to have to put on, a front there, so you at least saw the professional end of both of them on TV. But this shit right here, I think it was really overhyped. I really think Disaster was kind of pressured into doing this shit because like it just didn't look official to me. He didn't look real. Like he was looking to be gassed up. He kind of
sized them up, looked at his boys and shit.
Yeah,
his boys probably
man.
Gave him that look like you gonna let him talk.
And my papa dared him.
Gave him the finger. Listen.
Yeah, but listen to me. This is another thing about that, and I'm glad you brought that up, Marty. I don't care if you battle rapping. What man? If a nigga is in your face telling you he going to do this to you, or he should punch the shit out you, you going damn too. Like, that ain't so abnormal or out the blue sky that a nigga tell you. If a nigga tell you he going to do something to you,
they tell
you
him
call
much
his
worse
bluff.
bars than that. They tell him, I want to fuck you, and I'll fuck your sister and your mother, and
y'all want to know something though? This all goes back to all the interviews that Math do. This dude talks about him punching Dose and Sirius Jones like people supposed to be scared of him. Like, that shit is not cool. Like, he be like, oh, what he said, he was like, oh, Red and Disaster better not, try me. Like if niggas was supposed to be scared, like, that shit, all of his actions added up to this. So I don't take Disaster side and I don't take Math side, because there is a time and place for everything. But, the whole scenario was fucking stupid.
Yo,
I
can
agree
I
with
say,
that.
wasn't Charlie Clips and Daylight supposed to be the last match? I'm just asking.
You know what, Polo? That's one of the things I thought about today. Why was that not the main event? That's why all this shit seems so kind of suspect to me, that, that battle, you know what I'm saying, was the main event. Like, when you got Charlie Clips and Daylight on the card, like, why wasn't that not the last? It just doesn't.
Somebody
it's
behind
too
the
weird,
scenes
man.
did not want Daylight clapping that shit up again. I'm telling you.
And then they try to come at Charlie Clips like if he didn't help. If you see that video, Charlie Clips is right there trying to separate this shit. And A-Verb is on the other side, Daylight is on the other side, ARP is on the other side. Charlie Clips fell and all that shit.
Was there as well.
Now, mind you, this is coming from a Charlie Clips fan. You ain't hearing nobody else saying that.
You can go check every fan movie. Charlie Clips
you ain't got the answers, Marty.
Niggas was coming at him like he was pussy because he ain't jumping. Like, what the fuck? These are grown-ass men.
I heard he got dropped. That's kind of crazy.
He fell.
The
wasn't ready, man.
Y'all seen the new angle?
Nigga lost his phone and shit.
They got a 100 Bars magazine got an angle out where they showed the whole shit. They showed
They showed
niggas jumping laugh, and then then they showed when Diz had him on the ground, and they showed the whole shit.
Yeah, they showed Charlie Clips. They showed Charlie Clips. They showed everything. I saw it all.
They showed Charlie
got the answers,
trying to get in between everything. Charlie Clips was trying to get in between.
Have a chip.
I'm a chip.
I felt Disaster.
He was open.
So JB, man, you know what I mean? Like I asked everybody else, what was your initial reaction when you heard about the fight?
This shit's crazy. Y'all ready to predict this shit?
Yeah, I said on the predictions that we had for this event, I said when we did a prediction show last week, I said that, I was concerned that this battle wasn't going to go, because there was going to be some physical shit going on.
I feel like if you really had beef, like you already said this before, like the Rogan Slaughterhouse, like they were like talking to each other like buddy, but now since like this shit happened on Queen of the Ring, King of the Dot, now they got beef, like come on now.
Yeah.
What about you, Monster?
Well, what I feel about it, it's like I got mixed emotions, keeping it 100. First and foremost, it was bad for the culture, which is, I guess, is the most important thing. You feel me? Like, it's terrible for the culture. We all condemned Matt for when he did it, and like that shit is really just corny. Period. Point blank. It's stopping money. It's stopping the growth, or slowing money down, and slowing the growth down of the culture. This is hip hop right now. You know what I mean? Anybody that thinks that the mainstream music selling is the culture or is the main part of hip hop, or how they're wrong. They sleeping too much. Like, the battle rap culture is hip hop in its best form. Not the rarest form, but its best form right now. So we don't need to slow down all the financial opportunities that we all can, have off of it. And then in the same breath, it's not taking no shots at all. I'm kind of like with Marty, like, all his energy that he always puts out, how nonchalantly he talks about, the things that he's done, speaking on Math, like, it had to come back around. It just had to come back around. And that's what it did. It just came back around to him. So he shouldn't even be mad. Like, he should understand that I put this out and now it has returned. But it's really whack, though, regardless. It's whack that he had to get it in return. It's whack that he did it in the first place. It's whack that Diz did it now. It's like that whole thing is corny. I mean, I know it's easier said than done. Everybody need to just let it go, including the rappers that did the swinging and got swung on before. Like, everybody let that go. Let's try to, think about our kids, our family, and improving our lifestyles through the culture. You know what I mean? We got a big, we're a part of history. All of us is a part of history right now. You feel me? So let's just, keep, just keep moving forward with this history and just make it historical. Like, I don't know how else to say it. You know what I mean? We all playing a detrimental part in like the life of the world, because hip hop influenced the whole world. So we, again, as hip hop, people, individuals of hip hop, we are reformatting the world all over again. We've done it once, and we're doing it again now. You know what I mean? So we got to think of a bigger picture.
Let me ask you, because you had a dope blog. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of debatable, reviews on what Marty was talking about earlier, but, it was really straight to the point, bottom line. That's what, the PG bloggers really, base our shit on. We ain't looking really to be liked, you know what I'm saying? But July the 12th, man, in your opinion, do you think disaster's going to be in New York?
Hell no. Nah. I doubt if this side respect what he did. Like Monster said, everything is whack. Is basically how Diz went about it is trash. You feel me? That's what the way he went about the shit. It could have been handled any other type of way, but he did it his way. And y'all right, he was peer pressured. Y'all seen that shit. The world seen that shit, but he still did it. So, I mean, karma is a bitch. But I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say URL is gonna bring Matt Hoffman back to feeling sorry for the nigga. But we gonna see what that's about. But I don't know.
Is Matt Hoffman done?
Get respected over here. Is Matt Hoffman done? I don't think so. I think Diz is done. I don't think Math is done. I think
Yo. I just found out Hustle fought Miss Funeral, a Farrah Funeral. Y'all ain't see that video?
When?
Yeah.
When? Drop that shit.
Who put this shit? OBTVA, whatever, OTBVA.
I'm asking when it happened. Was it recent?
I believe it was today or yesterday. Miss Hustle just put a picture up like, next time, less pulling hair or whatever. That's what she's doing. This shit is crazy. Y'all niggas is wildin'. I'm about to post a video.
It was like 3 fights.
Don't do that.
It was like 3 fights
over
there,
man.
Like,
out.
I don't know
put that shit out there. I want to see that shit.
Hey, yourself.
I got a fight on cam. I'm not gonna release it though. I was interviewing Beasley, and some chick started fighting or whatever. I only got half of the fight.
Gucci and a fan. She battled Queen Ring. She was fighting a fan. I'm about to lock into this fight though, because I got the video right now. But I definitely appreciate Monster you calling in again. Shout out to the Bar Critics. Big ups to all the radio battle rap radio shows. Shout out to the Angry Fan Radio Show. Shout out to the War Report over there at URL Battle Talk Radio. Boss Chick Rain. Shout out to the Angry Fan Movement. Shout out to Chris Unbiased. Definitely show us support. All the bloggers in this battle rap culture. Definitely appreciate it. Any of y'all need to give any shout outs or reminders before we wrap it up?
Yeah, man. Just shout out to all the PG bloggers, shout out to Ball Creek, man. Y'all doing work right now. You love you all.
Shout out to you, man. Definitely got mad love for my nigga JB putting in that work.
Yo, shout out to everybody that's fucking with us. Yo, Toxin JB, y'all loyal, my nigga. Stay loyal.
Yo, you already know. Hey, yo. I got this Daylight and Clips battle loaded up. Who coming to watch it with me when we get off this shit?
Yeah, I just.
Shit, I got that. Yeah, I got that bootleg. What up, though?
Word.
Marty, you got anything else you want to say, Marty?
No, shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to Charlie Clips for being Daylight, and then shout outs to Jazz for Jazz and Charlie Clips #1. Y'all bugging the fuck out. You know who it is, Marty with the flow.
Talk that shit.
Shout out to Marty with the flow. You know what? We got to wrap it up. You know what I mean? But I got to take one more caller because my man Jeff called in, and I know he wanted to speak on this. Yeah, I know he wanted to speak on the Math Hoffa, disaster situation, and I definitely got to hear what he got to say. So let me just get him in for a couple minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and ride out into the sunset. Give me 1 second.
Definitely. Let's do it.
Yo, Jeff.
Brother 7 Mitch, what's going down, man? Sincere.
Look, man.
Brother talking about, man. What you talking about, man? I'm just
talk that shit.
I hear Marty. Listen.
We out here.
Did I say a week and a half ago? That's okay. You ain't got to answer. You
know what? I got this footage. I got it. So I'm gonna play it back. But I think you called it.
Now I'm not making light of it, man. But disaster's out of here, man.
You think it's a rap for him?
He's out here. He might could get an A-hat or something.
Yeah, it's over.
Nigga say he might get an A-hat.
Jenny Myers ain't fucking with that nigga neither.
Oh yeah, you're right. Myers ain't. He can't go to.
Yeah, Myers canceled his battle with Math, man, because he feel like it was supposed to be on LA Battleground. I think Tox was telling me.
Yeah, you can't put that man back in that same situation again.
Nah, he ain't trying to put him in danger like that. Nah.
So let me ask you one question real quick, Jeff. Is Math Hoffa done?
Math Hoffa is not done, but he's almost horizontal. But he
what is he going to do? Like, he can't battle on URL. He can't battle King of the Dot Fresh Coast. So there's nothing else but Syndicate Cartel. And
you know what? I really can't click, man. I mean,
he's on the RBE card, though. Don't forget that. ARP, he got a home there.
He's definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, he definitely got a home with RBE Red Breed Entertainment. They getting it popping. What's that? July the 5th, Lift His Soul. Who he battling?
Yeah, Lift His Soul.
Red, yeah.
That's Saturday.
The nigga Red cut his dreads.
That's what I heard. We about to watch all of that.
He cut his dreads. I saw the battle against Rum Nitty. He cut them bitches.
That's dope.
What he said? He lose? He gonna cut him?
No, he cut him already. He battled Rum Nitty. He cut them bitches.
So he lost already. The dreads gave him power.
He was wigging on Rum Nitty. They said he beat Rum Nitty, but we're going to let K-Doz rock out on Thursday, rep that West on that. Thanks, everybody, again, for calling PG Bloggers Radio, man. I'm your host, 7 Mitchell. Me and the PG Bloggers. Definitely appreciate y'all calling in tonight. We'll be back at it probably Wednesday, same time, to talk some more shit, man. Definitely appreciate everybody in the culture for fucking with us, man. Y'all have a good night. We out of here.
Hell yeah, you too. Peace.
Salute.
Salute. Bar Critic Show, you already know.
Already. One.
Between the motherfucking bars.